And this is part 4 of the Pioneer mini split series that I put here on YouTube. In part 1, we did the unboxing. In part 2, we did the install of this system. In part 3, we vacuumed the lines and we released the coolant. And today, we're going to wrap this up by starting it up, and we're also going to show you what the app looks like, and we're going to look at Google Home and Alexa integration. You can look at tools and other things we use down below, including how to purchase this unit in the links provided. Okay, now we've taken our included batteries and put it in our remote. Ready to turn it on for the first time. We heard a confirmation beep. Press it a second time. I guess it was initializing. You'll see the louver opening up. And it looks like we have power. What should have probably happened at the same time is that the outside unit kicked on, and it'll take a minute before the air starts pouring through. But we are in cooling mode. I switched it over to heat mode, and let me tell you, if you haven't had a mini split before, you can get heat out of most of them and cool. Some of them are not both, but a lot of them are both heat pumps, basically. And it runs in reverse. So outside there's a valve in that system that will flip everything to run backward, and that's how it does the heat. It doesn't happen instantaneously, just to let you know. So if you've been running it in cool and you're testing it like that, there'll be a delay, perhaps as much as like 5 minutes before the system equalizes and then flips. If you're turning it on for the first time and just in heat mode straight up, it also takes a little bit to ramp up. But now let me tell you, it's putting out some good heat. It's a 23 SEER unit, so I'm looking forward to the cost energy efficiency of it as well. All right, let's talk about performance. Since we are in March, I'm going to measure the heat. You know, you hear a lot of people talk about measuring the air conditioning and everything, but let's talk about what it's doing here. The outside temperature today is about 72, but in the basement here, it was about 62 degrees to start. And this has been running for about 25 minutes. I set it at 79 degrees Fahrenheit, and I've got a temperature measuring device hooked up here. It's just right in the direct stream. So a mini split, what do you think the output is? Then the output of the heat of this system is 99.7 right now, measured that close. I do have it on medium fan speed, so I might be able to get a higher temperature if I put it on low fan speed, because you know that's the air coming across the coil would have a little bit more time to heat. But I think that's excellent. All right, to get the Wi-Fi access on here, if your kit came with it, a USB, you can put it in here. I understand some of the Pioneer units you can upgrade to this, but there's a cover right here and it slides off. Before I turned on my camera to shoot this little segment, I put a screwdriver in that little hole right there that says press to unlock. You take that cover off, and then you look for the USB that came with your unit, or maybe you upgraded it. It's as simple as a USB stick to get it on the network. And we're just going to plug it in here. And we're just going to plug it in. It doesn't go in one way, just like any other USB, to go in the other way. Okay, now let's take a look at the automation as well as the app. So the unit's off here. What you'll need to do is you'll need to find the Pioneer AirLink app. It's in both app stores. So this is Android. I'm showing it on a Kindle Fire so we can give a demonstration of it. You simply open that up once you've got it all in there and you've discovered it, and you've got full control in there to do everything you might need to do. So you've got the mode there, but switching between heat, cool, etc., the fan, and everything else. You can dial it up there as well. Now let's go ahead and turn it on. You'll see it works just the same as the remote control there. This works on 2.4 gigahertz networks. There's other advice that you can find in the manual right there. So it also integrates with Google Home and also Amazon Alexa, and you can see some of that here in the app when you tap me, and you'll see those integrations in here. And for the Alexa, there's a skill that you'll need. For Google Home, Google Assistant doesn't have skills. I believe you can also do it with the Apple Home system too. So when you look under the Alexa area, you'll be able to see a few detailed in here. You'll be able to see that there's a device control in here. You see that my skill has been linked because I've already set this up. And that it's listed under here as the Pioneer Quantum Wall AC. It's in there and ready to go. Now, I do want to say I do have control with it with Alexa, and I have an Alexa device here in this room, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tell it to turn off. Alexa, turn Pioneer off. And you see that it got that instruction just great there. It will also go ahead and it'll switch between modes of cool and heat and fan, etc. Now, I did have a hiccup in setting this up. The little USB device that's up there wasn't apparently detected to be Alexa and Google Home compatible, but Pioneer was able to work that out. I was able to test their tech support, and they gave me great tech support. They were able to get me a remedy within a couple of days, and so I could test that. There's one thing that they're still working on, and that's the ability to say, Alexa, set the temperature to 75 degrees or whatever. It's not fully recognized as a thermostat, but they have assured me that they'll work that out, and that is not normal. So normal action out of the box would be for that USB dongle up there to be coded to where it would work directly out of the box. They do have great support, and like I said, they supported me through that. The most common thing I'll be saying is something like this. Alexa, turn Pioneer on. If I had my hands full, then the heat or the air would turn on. But to fully be able to dial it in and tell it to change the temperature, it's not picking up on that yet. I'm sure that'll get worked out, and I'll give an update in the description below as that happens, but I don't think that's anything to worry about. Let's go ahead and give our overall review of this item. The line set comes in different lengths, so that alone is a huge benefit. I don't know if you can find another set that will actually do that easily. That's a big thing for a DIY. There were some other things included, like the wall pass-throughs, and it had a couple of extras within there in that kit. Those were really nice to have. And then that line set that comes out of the box right up there, that was longer too. Now, if I were going through the wall, that makes a huge difference. The line set that I actually put through on another brand, a lesser brand, it would not even go all the way through the wall, making you have connections inside the wall, which is never good. So that was a really nice to have. Other things is that it was packed a little better than the other brand that I have handled, and that the instruction set and this manual were written very well. Overall, very well pleased with this Pioneer unit. Love how the install went very smoothly, even if it comes right down to price. I mean, look at the extras that you're getting, and I've focused on those throughout the video. Down below, you'll find a link on how to purchase this unit and also how to purchase some of these tools that we have covered in this review. Those will be on Amazon, and so I do have affiliate links in there. Really thank you for sticking all the way through with me on this, and I think you'd be happy to have your own Pioneer system. If you need any advice, reach out, leave me comments down below. I try to answer them a couple times a week. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next video.